Point to our students and teachers do not have to wear masks outside if they can socially distance, but currently inside, if we are not distanced, we need to be wearing our masks. Very fortunate, hopefully, that will end over the summer, but again, we'll have to wait until that happens. We are glad to have some students face-to-face this year for this ceremony, since we didn't get to do that last year. And we will go ahead and start. Our first award is an Excellence in Agriculture.
Thanks, sir. Good evening. My name is Clark Adams. I'm the agriculture teacher here at McDowell High School, and it's an honor to present the Excellence in Agriculture Award tonight. This award is sponsored by the McDowell County Farm Bureau, and they've sponsored it every year since as long as I've been here. Tonight's recipient is a young lady who, when you think of a traditional person in agriculture, is not necessarily what you think of, and that's a good. And she has turned that into a passion for agriculture, a passion for animals, and a passion for spreading that word to those folks who are not what you would consider farmers or traditionally rooted in agriculture. Through her 4 years here at McDowell High School, she's been a member of the McDowell FFA every year, been an officer for 3 years, served as our president the last 2 years, and served this school year, this virtual school year, as the West Region FFA reporter. Her accomplishments include trying lots of different things and things that she maybe wasn't comfortable with, but she was always willing to go out and try and do her best, and her best is usually pretty good stuff. She's currently working as an assistant at Crestview Veterinary Hospital with goals to go to NC State. She's been accepted and to eventually become a veterinarian. I think that's something that is certainly attainable for her, and we look forward to her having that career in place in a couple of, well, it'll take more than a couple of years, but 8 years or so. Without further ado, our award winner for Excellence in Agriculture is Miss Mary Jane Burleson. And our next presenter will be Mr. Chad Brewer with the Excellence in Architecture and Construction Award.
Thank you, Clark, for the introduction. I am Chad Brewer, and I teach masonry construction here at the high school, and I will be presenting the Excellent in Architectural and Construction Award. And this award recognizes a student who's excelled in the construction area. This student I've had the privilege of teaching the last 4 years. He's taken and excelled in core construction, Masonry 1, Masonry 2, Masonry 3, and he's currently in advanced studies. Each year this kid has worked real hard. He's got a really good attitude, does not say a lot, unlike his father. The last 2 years he's placed in the top 3, the regional qualifying event, and this year I think he had it where he would have won it if we'd have got to go, and I know he's kind of disheartened about that. So with the support of GEM, it's my honor to present the Excellence in Architecture and Construction Award to Mr. Mason McPeters.
Clark Adams set the bar high by introducing the next person, so we all went, "Is that what we do?" And so and they were like, "No," and I was like, "Man, he really did well." So, and then Chad went by me and went, "I forgot to introduce you." So it's not typically what we do, but Clark, you brought it. Okay. So tonight I am given the award of Excellence in Arts and Video Technology and Communication. I want to thank Keith Buchanan and his crew at A+ Networking. We thank them for sponsoring this award and supporting the MHS Graphics Department. So this person is not here. If he was, I would be shocked, and you would see a mullet for days. Anybody got a mullet in here? I saw one. I did see one go through the line, I believe. Nobody's going to admit the mullet? Yeah. Nobody? I saw one. I'm telling you. There's one. Yeah. Not you, Mr. Spivey. No, it wasn't you. But it shouldn't be a shock to most that this award goes to Bryson Effler with the Award of Excellence in Arts, Video, Technology, and Communication. Bryson came to McDowell High School's graphics department in the fall of his freshman year. He immediately made an impact on me by his quiet leadership, maturity, work ethic, and discipline qualities. These are not typical freshman qualities, and I noticed immediately when Bryson spoke, people listened. Even though he was quiet, shy, and a bit socially backward, he could show and tell others how he designed things in my classroom with confidence, and oddly enough, with him being so quiet, he was an influencer. The impact he made and the positivity he had on that class and middle schoolers is what made him stand out as a leader. And one of those middle schoolers now takes graphics because of Bryson. Am I right, Mayor Finley? So he's a leader in our community already. He immediately became one of the students who I naturally leaned on when I needed help or had a job to do. Usually my class does not have homework because students do not have the equipment necessary to complete the job. This did not stop Bryson. He purchased a Mac computer, and one thing that surprised me was he was not just working on assignments or client jobs, but he was practicing his Photoshop skills on his own at the house by making posters of his friends on the football field, baseball field, and poster keepsakes for so many students in the school. He never skipped a beat on my assignments or client jobs, and he would come in with all these awesome posters, and he was so humble about it too. You never knew he had an awesome poster, but he would just slide it next to him, and we would all be like, and he was like, that's it, that's all we got, because he knew it was that good. So anyway, he also, one of the posters that he was just playing around with earned him an award for the Pica Print Industries of the Carolinas. He won a contest and he came in first place, and all he was doing was playing with something that he loved. He is known by his students as the graphic designer because he has that talent, and he actually earned some money to do jobs on the side for people like me. I would pay him to do my daughter's posters, and other students would come to him and say, "Can I pay you?" And he would have a whole slew of students paying him to design posters for him, so it was kind of a side job for him. And he had drive, determination, self-motivation to soak up what was given to him, learn on his own, and better himself without anyone ever telling him, and I would hire him if I could. His work ethic is what everyone wants in their business. You can't buy work skills he has, and it comes natural. He is never forced to work or do extra. He just sees a need and completes the task at hand. This year was not a typical senior year for him, but it has not stopped him designing. He designed for Student Council and Mr. MHS, and he began designing during one quarter when he had Miss Garrett. He made a commitment. His class no longer was Student Council, and he kept designing for that because his commitment had been made. And so he kept kind of hanging out in my classroom and designing. And I asked him the other day, I said, "Can I fail you?" And he went, "No." And I said, "But that's the highest compliment I can give you as a senior, is to fail you and keep you." Isn't that awful? But that's my highest compliment. So his designs will forever hang in my classroom. He is one you can't forget, and I wish him luck at East Carolina University. I have no doubt he will use the same work ethic there that he did here. It is an honor and pride that I give this award to Bryson Effler. I don't know who's next.
Left me hanging. Good evening. First, we'd like to thank English Farmstead Chief for sponsoring our business award here at McDowell High School. Miss Allison, Miss Hullett, and I have had the privilege of teaching the young man who our department has selected as a recipient for the Business Management and Finance Excellence Award. He has taken a true interest in the material we cover in our business classes and has already begun to practice habits that will ensure a highly successful financial future. His interests, responsibility, self-motivation, and discipline have been inspiring and refreshing, and we are confident he will preserve his character and continue to carry himself with class into a very rewarding career. He has plans to attend McDowell Tech, with a focus in technology. Unfortunately, he is unable to attend tonight, but it is our pleasure to award Mr. Michael Boggs with this award.
Thanks for the intro. I appreciate that. Evening. McDowell Technical Community College's partnership with McDowell High School is an opportunity for students to earn high school and college credit towards a college transfer degree or graduate with a certificate in a career field. This year's Career and College Promise Award is going to a young lady who has taken full advantage of this program. At the end of the spring semester, she completed 81 college credits and only 5 semesters during her junior and senior years of high school. She maintained a 4.0 college GPA while also participating in band, swim team, soccer team, science Olympiad, and working to obtain her private pilot's license. She's volunteered with McDowell Tech's Mad Scientist STEM Camp, and for one of her college classes, she created a device with a 3D printer to put into the jaws of a robot so that it could pick up an item more efficiently. She completed the CCP Associate of Arts pathway, the full Associate in Arts degree, and other college courses toward her career goal. She will continue her studies this fall at the University of Tennessee, majoring in mechanical engineering with a minor in aerospace engineering. The Career and College Promise Award, sponsored by McDowell Technical Community College, is awarded to Ms. Annika Burleson. Oh, yeah, Moms are good for that. And now, Mr. Patrick Young.
Hi again. I'd first like to thank Beam Funeral Service and Crematory for sponsoring this year's Excellence in Choral Music Award here at McDowell High School. Miss Abby Dayton has been a faithful member of chorus and concert choir during all 4 years of high school. Even as a 9th grader, she was a natural leader. She volunteered to sing with a very small group of ladies at the Carson House during Christmas in 10th and 11th grade. She was always willing to help lead sectional rehearsals and help out the younger students as well. I truly appreciate her dedication to our choral classes for the past 4 years and wish her the best at NC State next year. Thanks, Abby.
My name is Jennifer Dover, dance instructor here at the high school, and I would like to thank McDowell High for sponsoring the award recognizing outstanding student achievement in dance. The recipient of this year's award is someone I have had the privilege of teaching and getting to know the past 3 years. She is always upbeat, cheerful, and enthusiastically enjoys all types of dance, especially songs with Latin rhythm and anything involving tap shoes. With her vibrant, outgoing personality, she's been described as a bright light here at McDowell High. She has the most sweet, caring disposition and is such a joy to work with. One day, when she was in the 8th grade at West Middle School, she met Miss Pat Gross, our college and career specialist. Miss Gross greeted her with, "Hello, sunshine." Not missing a beat, she responded, "I know that song," and sang it for her. From that day on, Miss Gross called her, or nicknamed her, Sunshine. Such a fitting name for a young lady that brings so much joy to others, is always smiling and happy, just like a ray of sun. Although she was unable to attend tonight, this year's award for the excellence in dance goes to my dearest student and my buddy, Lita Suther.
Good evening. My name is Barry McPeters. I'm the EMT teacher here at McDowell High School. This evening I'll be presenting the Academic Excellence Award in EMT. First, I'd like to thank McDowell County Emergency Medical Services for sponsoring this year's Academic Excellence Award. Also to my CTE director, Ms. Mary Finley, McDowell High School Administration, and McDowell Technical Community College for their support of our academy. This evening's recipient plans on attending a local community college where she will pursue a career in nursing and then on to become an emergency room nurse, and then on to complete her EMS training as well. This evening, the Academic Excellence in EMT Award goes to Miss Lexi Yoder.
Hello, I'm Charles Autry. I'm the Firefighting Technology teacher. Tonight's Firefighting Technology Award is sponsored by the McDowell County Fire and Rescue Association, so we're very thankful to them. The winner of this year's award is Andrew Biddix. Andrew is a fine young man. He's very dedicated. He's been a junior, or was a junior firefighter for 4 years with Woodlawn Severe Volunteer Fire Department. He's now a full firefighter. He's completed the firefighter technology program in high school and has also completed the EMT program and will state test for his EMT licensure later this week. Andrew's also completed a full year of firefighter internships. Somehow, with all that going on, he finds time to race motorcycles and provide training for local EMTs. Andrew plans to serve as a career firefighter EMT in the future, and I'm very, very proud of it. Andrew?
I'm Jill Crater. I teach the health sciences classes here at the high school, and I would like to thank MAHEC for sponsoring the Excellence in Health Science Award. This year, the Excellence in Health Science Award goes to a student who is hardworking and dedicated. She started taking health science classes as a freshman. She's taken them every year, and she has excelled in every health science class we've taken. She is always kind. She's willing to help her classmates. During COVID, when everything changed about teaching and learning and everything was so difficult, she continued to work hard. She continued to do her best. Along with her academic success, she has been a member of the McDowell High Cheer Squad for 4 years, and she's a member of the Vocational Honor Society. She plans to attend Western Carolina University in the fall, and she's going to study nursing. I would like to present this to Scarlett Yelton.
All right. I would like to thank the McDowell Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this award. This student has been taking culinary since his freshman year. His freshman year, I learned right away that he likes to talk, and while it could be disruptive, I could never be mad because he always made the class and I laughed. I have had him all 4 levels of culinary, and not only does he have a great personality, he is extremely smart and a fast learner. I could always count on him in the kitchen, and he would always be willing to help with the extra dishes. Although he was virtual this year, he did his work in a timely manner, even if it was turned in at 1 a.m. in the morning. It has been a privilege to see him grow throughout the years, and I really miss not having him physically in class this year, and I know he'll accomplish great things. It is my pleasure to give Max Cable the award for excellence in hospitality and tourism.
I am proud to give my Excellence in Human Services Award to Cheyenne Lee. I'd also like to thank McDowell County Schools CTE Department for sponsoring this award. Cheyenne took parenting, early childhood 1 and 2, and will be attending Western Carolina in the fall to study elementary education. Cheyenne excelled in my classes, going above and beyond what was required of her. This year was not easy due to us not being able to go to Head Start for her internship, but Cheyenne made good use of her time in the classroom by completing all her work and changing the bulletin boards frequently. I know we will keep in touch, and I cannot wait to see her accomplishments in life.
Good evening. My name is Daniel Smith, and I teach computer information technology classes here. We greatly appreciate the support of McDowell County Schools CTE Department for sponsoring this year's award. The Award for Excellence in Information Technology goes to an individual that has enrolled in technology-related courses at McDowell High School and produced exemplary coursework in them throughout his entire high school career. This year's award goes to a young man that I've had the pleasure of knowing for all 4 years of his high school experience. He excelled in every class and at every assignment, from digital design to game art. I know he can achieve great things wherever he goes. It is my great privilege to present this year's Excellence in Information Technology Award to Justin Van Dyke.
Good evening, I'm Chris Marsh, McDowell High Law and Justice Program. I'll be presenting the award for excellence in law and justice. This year's award is sponsored by the McDowell County Sheriff's Office, so get a picture here with your pops. Congratulations. Hey, take this with you. Presenting the award for manufacturing is Keith Porkchop Scholes.
So good afternoon, I'm Keith Scholes, and I teach Advanced Manufacturing and Welding 2. So the Excellence in Advanced Manufacturing recognizes a student who has excelled in the manufacturing area. The young man receiving this award is enrolled in the welding program at McDowell Technical Community College, which he has almost completed. He has taken the following CTE classes at the high school: Advanced Manufacturing 1 and 2, Welding 1 and 2, Masonry 1, 2, and 3. He is a leader in the classroom and always sets an example for other students to follow. He is the first to start working and the last to stop working. With the support of ABB, I would like to present this Excellence in Advanced Manufacturing Award to Caleb Kemper.
Good evening. My name is Steve Ross. I'm the ROTC teacher here at the McDowell High School. I'm here to present the Academic Excellence Award for NJROTC. I'd like to thank Columbia Forest Products for their sponsoring this award. Mr. Owen Cook, could you come forward? He's been awarded this award. He worked with him for 4 years at NJROTC. During the 4 years, he excelled in both academic classes in the school and NJROTC courses. Active on the drill team, marksmanship team, community service events, and this last year served as commanding officer of the unit. Captain of the marksmanship team, our air rifle team. Very successful last couple of years. We went to national championships the last 2 years, finishing 15th out of 643 teams last year. So very successful. Headed off to college. He's going to study, I believe, physics at the University of Memphis with the goal to be a Navy pilot. So someday when Top Gun 3 comes out, he may be part of that the whole program here. So I'd like to present this award to Owen Cook.
Good evening. I'm Kara Wilson, Director of the Theater Arts Program. I've had the pleasure of working on several productions over the last 4 years with this student. This year has looked incredibly different, but she persevered. She's my unicorn. She is always willing to work on lines, help costuming, or hone her newest skill of applying theater makeup. She's also a member of our International Thespian Society. I look forward to her new steps as she plans to attend Western Carolina University in the fall. And she's already been accepted into the Department of Stage and Screen to pursue her Bachelor of Arts in Stage and Screen. I can't wait to return to Cullowhee to see her on stage. Go Cats. I'm proud to present the Excellent in Performing Arts Award to Diamari Lynch, sponsored by Columbia Forest Products.
Good evening. I'm Paul Davis. I am the Automotive Service Instructor here at McDowell High School. I'm here to present the Excellence in Transportation Award. This award recognizes students that has excelled in the automotive service area. This young man receiving this award completed the transportation pathway and has also taken various other CTE classes, including advanced manufacturing. He's the first student from McDowell High School, I'm glad to say, that we had the opportunity this year to, with our ASC certifications here, for them to go and test at the same stations that your local technicians would test at. And he is the first one to pass that maintenance and light repair and get his credential for that. Leader in the classroom, sets examples for others to follow. With the support of Baker Automotive and Baker City Tire, I'd like to present this award to Devin Schill.
Classes here. Hi, I'm Christy Shaw, the visual arts teacher here. First, I'd like to thank our sponsor, McDowell High School, for this Visual Arts Award. The recipient of this award has displayed excellence up through Honors Art 4 and has also been the president of the McDowell High School chapter of the National Art Society for the past 2 years. Showing great leadership qualities, she has also volunteered her time in drawing and painting on a mural project to beautify our school right outside in the courtyard, so be sure to check that out. She is a very driven student and has utilized every chance to take all the visual art classes that McDowell High School has to offer, and will be starting ETSU in the fall to earn a Bachelor's of Fine Arts degree. A straight-A honors student with a GPA of 4.18, there is not a more deserving student of this award. Hannah Harden, will you please come up to receive your Visual Art Award?
Hello, I'm Andy Ferguson. I'm the yearbook advisor at McDowell High School. I'd like to thank McDowell High School for sponsoring the Excellence in Yearbook Award. The recipient of this year's award has been a yearbook staff member for the last 3 years, and when I was preparing these remarks, I realized that only one of those years was in any way normal. To say that production of the last 2 yearbooks was difficult would drastically understate the reality of the challenge. Last year's book was finished from home. This year's book began there. Both required an unorthodox level of commitment from yearbook staff members, and I'm thankful that committing to difficult jobs in uncertain circumstances is the kind of thing that serious photographers like to do. Sometimes that means sitting on the side of the road in 30-degree weather, shooting from ground level at a group of people that are impatient and want to go back inside. Sometimes that means climbing on the furniture in a crowded classroom. Sometimes that means waiting around for everyone to go inside so that you can get a picture of the parking lot when it's empty. And there's a lot of math. These are just some of the challenging circumstances photographers face every time they pick up a camera. There's an old photojournalist motto, F8 and be there. In other words, set your aperture in the middle of its range so that you're prepared for anything, and most importantly, show up. Her willingness to show up was the first thing I noticed about Jocelyn Childress. The second thing was that she always returned with publishing quality photos regardless of the job. It didn't matter if it was a soccer game or a science class, she picked up a camera and took off. When we asked her to cover 2 jobs in a 90-minute class, she routinely covered 3, and I don't think I saw her more than 10 minutes a day during her entire junior year. And in the midst of the pandemic, whether she was scheduled for a yearbook class or not, she's been at nearly every event with a camera in her hand. She's undaunted by the imperfect and unpredictable circumstances that photography presents, the time commitment or the math. Jocelyn has been a trendsetter for quality photography during her entire career, and as she took the additional challenge of managing a department and training a staff this year, I realized pretty quickly that she did the job the way I've always wanted it done, and the best thing that I could do was stay out of her way. So I've become accustomed to having things done before I ask for them, quality control that's so detailed that only the best photos ever get uploaded, a photography staff that knows they better not cut any corners, and a stack of charged camera batteries anytime I'm looking for them. Jocelyn, I'm more than proud of you, and I'm honored to present you with the Excellence in Yearbook Award.
Mr. Ferguson asked me to remind everybody, winners, if you will meet over here to your right, we will try and take some pictures. Want to thank everybody for coming. Parents, I want to especially thank you. Your children have persevered and flourished in this past year. And that's a lot to say considering the circumstances that they've been placed in. I don't think anybody would take that lightly. I've heard a lot of people talk about learning loss and a lost year, and I'll say this in front of anybody that wants to hear. We at McDowell High School have done a good job of trying to educate children. We've worked in every kind of environment we can to get them an education, and your children not only made it, but did it great. Okay, and for that we thank you for helping them do that. Students, I want to thank you for persevering through this unusual year and not only making it, but doing a great job while you're doing it. If you'll look in your program on the left-hand side, we have a large number of graduates with a 3.9 GPA and higher. Also want to point out that tonight's last award, Distinguished Titan, there was a track meet that was supposed to be Thursday. We ended up moving the track meet, so that individual will be honored on Thursday. And also, let me say this, with the mask rules changing and the ability to be outside without a mask, graduates, you are free to bring as many people to graduation as you would like. There is not going to be a ticket count for those in the stadium. In the unfortunate event that we have a rainout and must go to the gym, then you would need to pick a number of people to come inside. We cannot bring everybody in. And so Ms. Autry, who is in charge of planning graduation, will tell you that number, okay? But as far as the outside goes, it is going to be a normal graduation. We'll be running buses. We're letting people in. And we're so thankful for that, okay? So no tickets. Everybody come. We will also be streaming the event for people out of town, and so we'll make sure that everybody understands that. But again, thank you for tonight. Thank you for letting us have your children. And students, thank you for being excellent in what you do. Have a great evening.